Shafan joined my batch program, and now he's a certified PMP from UAE. Shafan, this is your success journey. Please share in a way that you would like to share.
We started around, I think, 3-4 months back. I was
Okay.
a student of Ahmed. We started, but we had, because of my schedules, because of my routine, family problems, so many things, we had to, come to that road that we have spent like 4 to 5 months on it. And the best part in this journey was that Ahmed didn't left me even for one day. He was always coming to me every day, even within a day, he will ask me 2-3 times. He kept on following. He didn't lose me. He kept on asking what you did. Are you progressing? And he kept on saying that one is greater than zero. Even when I was saying to him that I cannot do it, I have no time, I am busy. He was saying that just give 15 minutes. So that's the best part of his guidance, his mentorship. That was the best part of it. And how he trained us during the trainings, during the classes, and how he trained us during when he gave the tests to do. So that's the best part of it. And then the mastermind group, it is helping. You can ask anytime. That's the best part of his program.
Hmm. Okay, how was the exam today?
Exam was good. It was like you had explained it in the last final video, that there would be sections. The first section would be the difficult one, the middle would be easier, and then easier. But I felt the other way. In the first session, it was, I would say, like a medium one. The second session, it was easier one, and the last session, it was the difficult one.
Hmm. The last
Even
section, yeah.
Yeah, and even within the sections, I felt that, like, in the start the questions would be a bit hard. In the middle, the questions would be normal ones
Hmm.
within the section itself.
Hmm. Within the section you were getting. Okay, okay. That's the important thing. Any formula question?
We I had questions for SPI, CPI, no formula. Formulas were given in the question, that values and all that was given, but the answer was not related to that. It was related to something else.
So SPS
It
CPI
was a
was
distraction.
so SPS CPI was not a problem. The problem
Yeah.
yesterday when we had our final mindset
Yes.
call, the only thing Shafan had was that, okay, I am afraid of SPI CPI. Said, yeah, you are not gonna get questions on that. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you did not receive much questions
The,
on that.
the one point that you told is that same point, that if it is greater than, if it is equal to one, that's what is greater, then it's not, it's bad. That point I kept it in my mind, and there were like 2 to 3 questions regarding that I could answer easily.
That you could. So knowing SPI CPI should be greater than one is important for the
Yes,
exam.
that is
That's
important.
it.
That's
No,
best important.
no formula. Okay.
Yeah.
How many mathematical questions that we discussed? Drag and drop. How
Drag
many?
and drop.
Hmm.
There were two drag and drops or three.
There were 2 to 3 drag and drop questions.
Yeah.
And were they easy or were they more challenging?
Normal. It was not. I didn't even like use a calculator to do it.
Okay.
Normal.
Okay. So how was the time management? Since you said that the last part were a little bit more tough. So how was your time management?
So what happened is that when I started doing the first part, I had it in my mind that okay, it is going to be hard. But when I started doing it, it quite seemed to me like it is easy. You
Hmm.
remember the call that we had last night, the last call? You
Hmm.
told me from previous like 2 to 3 persons, they have told you that it can happen that the first part is easier and the last part is difficult. So I
Hmm.
had that in my mind. Then I thought, okay, maybe this part is easier, so I should, focus more on continuing it.
Hmm.
Because I was reading the questions, I could get the answers easily.
Hmm.
So I did that, and I was done for the first part in like I had. You told me 150 minutes. I had 165 minutes left.
Okay. So very
So I was
quickly.
left 15 minutes earlier.
Yeah, you did very quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the second section?
The second section, it was mediocre, and it had mostly, I felt that the first section, it had the questions related to team and agile.
Hmm.
The second section, it was more related to projects like stakeholders.
Hmm.
The third section was fully all the things were there in the third section.
Okay, so basically third section covered the entire domains based.
Entire.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Okay, what would be your advice to those people who are preparing for PMP? How they should prepare? Yeah, how they should prepare.
So I would advise that doing RCS is very important, because I was the one, I was one of those people, I would run from doing RCS. But you kept on telling, even last yesterday, you kept on telling me that no, do revise the RCS. So that helped me a lot. Even from the final mock questions, I believe that I have seen certain questions in the exam that were like same to same.
Hmm,
I have
same
seen,
question. Because that was PMI ATP mocks, na? Those
yeah,
last mocks were PMI ATP mocks. They are the cloned exam mocks, right?
yeah.
So the purpose here was to make sure that you get the best of the content. And since being a PMI authorized training partner, I have the benefit the PMI share the question, but they're the cloned exam question. But the
Hmm.
important thing is that you are able to do that and you did it in step by step. Okay, tell me this thing. Okay, when you are talking about the exam, what mentality a person should have apart from doing RCA?
The mentality that a person should have to attempt the exam is that, uh, specifically to attempt the exam, is that you need to know the, what do you call this, concepts. The
Mhm,
concepts are important. You
mhm,
cannot, ratify, or you cannot learn things. You have to know the concepts. The concepts that you teach, you have to, get to know those concepts. Once you have instilled those concepts in you, then I can guarantee you, you can do the PMP exam very easily. If
mhm,
those concepts are very clear to you, that what will happen, like the concepts you teach during the sessions, from the start initiation till the closing, for
mhm,
each item, team, stakeholder, for each item,
mhm,
that those concepts and the integrated concept of having how to run a project, that is very important.
mhm. Okay, that is very important.
One thing I've missed for the questions is that I got, because once we were doing the trainings and all, even in the coaching calls, I got, I was always, people were telling that they don't get too many mix and match questions. I got around 5 to 6 mix and match,
Mhm. That is
and
drag.
difficult.
That is a drag and drop question. What I was saying.
Oh, okay. So that is drag and, okay, mix and match. I got this one, drag and drop. There, okay, yeah. So I got 5 to 6 questions, like,
Five to
for
six.
mix.
And did you get the risk question there?
Yes,
Proximity and
yes,
dormancy.
yes.
So that question
I
almost.
got a question. I got a team question as well.
Mm.
And one question was related to, I think, mm,
Okay, let's not share the question. Let's not share the question. Let's
yeah, yeah,
fine. You can put them for PMP marathon later
yeah,
on when you have time. You
yeah.
joined the last PMP marathon, na?
Yes, yes.
So how important that was for the students? Like I do have the recording. I will share with my premium
Yeah.
students. How important those 60 questions were.
Coaching calls, marathons, they are all very important. Whatever in the PMI ATP questions that you do in marathons, they're very important. This was my second marathon that I attended. The first marathon was once we completed the batch 6. There was a marathon, and this
Yeah,
is the second that happened.
yeah, yeah. And next marathon will be probably by the end of December because I will be traveling to Pakistan and then Dubai. I will be in Dubai on the first week of December. So
I
if
will be in Pakistan. I am traveling by end of this month. I will be whole December. I will be in Pakistan. I will
so
meet you there.
I will be in Pakistan. We can meet there. Where do you live in Pakistan?
I am in Islamabad, Beria town.
In Islamabad. We are planning a get together for my certified PMPs on 30th of November. So see if you can come there, a
Sure.
small gathering there. Thank you very
30th of November, it's my daughter's birthday. That's why I'm going. It's first, our
bring her
first
there.
birthday.
Bring her
Our first
there. We will cut her cake instead of making a PMP cake. We can make a cake on a cake for her, something like that. Okay.
birthday.
So do send me your picture. I'll use it as a thumbnail. And the most important thing, make up PMP marathon questions and see if you have a weekend at your end, right? See if you can use that and make some question.
Yes, one question uh,
Yeah. Yes, Sabha,
regarding
go ahead.
that.
Go ahead, Sabha.
What about the length of the question? Can you please
Oh,
explain? It's a very lengthy questions you got, or a very one or two lines question?
maximum was 3 lines, not more than. Or maximum questions were 2 liners, but the maximum length was 3 lines, not more than 2.5 lines, I can say.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Thank you. So do make few questions if you can. Okay, that will be very important thing for us. We would love that. And second thing, a very critical part, each one teach one. There
Sure.
is a mantra. As Asan Trimji is doing, Asan Trimji told me, sir, don't give him another mock. I said, was, sir, I am telling you, don't give. He's done with the mocks. I said, no, no, I'll deal it. Don't worry about it. I know. But he was there as a facilitator.
Yeah.
So here are few students from your batch. If you can guide them, coach them. Thank you very much, Shafan, for your
Good.
time and
For
this
your
picture. Bye. Thank
Sure.
you,
Thank
Sabah. Welcome back, and let's make you PMP now, Sabah.